Yo, let's just go to the next thing, bro. Let's just go to the next thing. Child celebrities who have terrible lives now. There's no way, bro. Amanda show.
This video will cover 6 child stars who had a terrible...
Oh my gosh. What? No, nah. Wasn't there an update to this?
God damn!
Huh?
I remember they literally addressed those exact issues in the last episode of the show, which is probably the most memorable scene in the show.
Chat, wasn't there an update to this story, bro? The same way I got an update for everybody on YouTube right now. We got some new items in the merch store right now, man. Go ahead and people. We got the jean jacket. We got the jerseys. We got the hats. We got the motherfucking crew necks. So if you're interested, go ahead and peep, bro. The link is going to be in the comments. You know, it's going to be in the pinned comment. I appreciate you. Let's get into the video. All I'm saying is I remember that it came out and the allegations weren't true, but I don't know. Maybe there was some more to that, you know. But you know, it just, you know, damn. It's just damn. That's it.
life after fame. And we're going to begin by talking...
What? Terminator 2 kid? I mean, it's been years, and I heard about this little nigga. I ain't gonna lie, like, ain't this? Won't he the kid in No, I think that was another kid. Daddy, the one with Adam Sandler. What's that movie? Is that him? Was he in that movie too? That's a different kid. Daddy's no. Hold on. Let me. What was that movie with Adam Sandler? Daddy movie? Big Daddy.
New York. If you want to enter the greatest city on earth, first, you have to get by one person.
Shut up! You shut up! Let's go! I'm waiting on you!
Sonny Koufax had an easy job.
You're a toll collector.
Where you going?
Wait, I don't think this is it. Oh, it is it. I just haven't seen this in so long.
A simple life.
That's not the same kid.
Your best friend.
Come back later today. I'll Indian wrestle you. Okay, peace out.
Until
You can do it.
You refuse to move on to the next phase of your life.
She wants different things, you know?
his girlfriend dumped him for someone else.
I found someone.
This old guy?
He has a 5-year plan.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. This would literally be me. This would literally be me if I was a single father, bro.
That's Cole Sprouse from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, but well, 6 years before.
What? Yo, I saw it in the chat the same time that you donated it. Really?
Man.
What is it? Don't die?
Now, to win her back,
I gotta do something big with my life.
he's getting her a little surprise.
Oh my God, it is. What?
I want you to meet Julian, my son.
Oh my God, this bad little motherfucker, bro. But no, this would literally be me if I was a single father, bro.
Our son, I adopted him. Great. Now what? You wear a diaper?
Sonny Koufax is finding out.
I gotta watch.
Nightlight.
Once you adopt
I gotta watch
a
this
kid,
again.
There you go, all right? You better give that kid back. I tried to give him back.
you've got to keep him.
Go back to sleep.
I wet my bed.
All right. Nice and dry. No more wetness. Do that thing I taught you the other day. That one touched the ground. That one touched the ground.
Columbia
This is so
Pictures
cute.
presents
We stopped serving breakfast at 10:30.
No!
Oh, please. Don't cry. Don't cry. You got a Happy Meal? Can we get a Happy Meal?
What's up in the kitchen now?
Adam Sandler,
It's gonna be fun. You get nervous? Happy Halloween. We got a first timer out here. Do the right thing, buddy. Hang out right here for a second, all right?
Hey, you.
What?
Big Daddy,
Yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah, that's good. Trick or treat. Next year, be prepared, moron.
Oh my God, this is such, I gotta watch this again. I gotta see this again. Holy shit. Adam Sandler was like goated, bro. He had so many bangers, bro. So many bangers. Oh, this is so sad. No, I gotta save it for when I watch it. I can't watch this now. Fucking cry on screen.
Talking about Jake Lloyd, who played Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars The Phantom
Oh shit, yeah, YouTube. Fucking fast forward.
Actually, both of the Sprouse twins sharing the role.
Didn't the Olsen twins do that too?
Menace. Jake was chosen to play Anakin from 3,000 potential candidates and would perform so well in the billion-dollar movie that he won the best performance in a feature film for an actor under the age of 10. While this might have implied that Jake had a promising film career ahead of him, he'd appear in only one more movie after Star Wars before announcing his acting retirement at the age of 12, explaining that he was bullied heavily as a result of the role.
Why? I mean, I get, like, that's how fans are, but like, God, he's a kid. But I don't know why I'm looking for like logical people, like rational people, and fucking, especially in the film fan base with centering around Star Wars.
My entire school life was really a living hell, and I had to do up to 60 interviews a day. Other children were really mean to me. They would make the sound of the lightsaber every time they saw me, with this kind of harassment even continuing into Jake's high school and college experience.
You know how they can be in.
That's gotta be so triggering, bro. I mean, that's so childish. Imagine you just taking a test. Bzz. Hey, where's your lightsaber? This guy. Like, how do you even bully this nigga? Like, how do you even bully this nigga? Like, what? Where's your lights? Like, that shit's cool. Hey, you're gonna use the force to beat me up, huh? This guy. Hey, Jedi.
High school. They're so charming and intelligent. College has been similar. They wouldn't let it go.
In other interviews, Jake had been warned about the common path taken by child celebrities.
Child stars have had a bit of a reputation that they turn to, you know, a life of drugs, so may the force be with you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yet
Oh my God, that hurt for me. That fucking hurt for me, bro. Oh, yo, his heart probably dropped like once all this, like, I mean, Star Wars never really died down. Like, that shit was always a thing. But it had to drop hard when it was like the new, like the announcements of the new shit was out. It was like, yo, are you in the new one? Are you going to be in the new one? Are you going to make an appearance in the new one? Da, da, da. What about the shows? Are you going to be like making an appearance in the shows or some shit?
this advice seemed to have no impact, as his life began to go downhill beginning in 2015. Jake Lloyd has schizophrenia, stopped taking his medication, and attacked his mother. Indianapolis police were called to the home of Lloyd's mother, Lisa. She said the 26-year-old showed up and yelled at her, saying she ruined his life. Lloyd allegedly knocked her down when she wouldn't let him in the house, and stomped her 3 or 4 times, causing bruises and abrasions. He was gone by the time the police showed up, and she didn't press charges.
Yo, here's where it's not appropriate to make a George Lucas joke. What the fuck does that mean? Like, what is this line here?
Only 3 months later, Jake Lloyd found himself in a high-speed police chase, after which he'd be arrested for reckless driving, driving without a license, and resisting arrest, resulting in 10 months jail time in a psychiatric facility. 2 years after this, Jake's 26-year-old sister Madison died unexpectedly in her sleep, prompting the mother to release a statement regarding Jake's well-being. Jake has been diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, but unfortunately he also has a symptom called anosognosia, which causes a lack of insight into his illness. This only adds to the struggle he faces, which has been very difficult after the tragic loss of his younger sister Madison.
This is just unlucky,
he has moved
bro.
closer to his family, and we are all working hard to help him with this. He is still a kind and caring person, and we hope to have him back to his fun and entertaining self as soon as possible. Jake will continue to make progress with the love and support you continue to show, which is promising when compared to the life.
Damn, bro. Damn. And it's like when you hear their stories, you just always like, you know, hope the best for them. That's why I think it was like such a big deal when oh my God, what is his name? Brandon Fraser like won that award for that movie that he did. And like he was just showed massive love and was given massive respect. But it's like, fuck, as a child, but he wasn't a child star, but I'm just saying in general, when stars go out the light for a while.
Is it just me, or I plan to make my son or daughter watch the classics from 90s, 2000s, then stop at 2015? Because after 2016 it is all a big downhill with a few exceptions. He's gonna watch how I watched it, and that's the only way it is.
I'm doing
Fuck the new shit.
I'm doing the same thing, bro. I'm gonna do the same exact thing I'm putting on with all of the classics, not these fucking remakes, bro. Not the remakes. No, not these live action versions. The remakes. I mean the originals, bro.
Life of Edward Furlong. After playing John Connor in the Terminator 2, Furlong began to mess with drugs, stating, "Hollywood effed me up, man. Lots of money and lots of free coke will turn anybody into a cokehead," with this addiction resulting in his first arrest for driving under the influence without a license. Furlong attended rehab as a result of the incident and was able to stay sober for a number of years. However, by 2009, at the age of 32, he was back in the news for punching his girlfriend whilst on drugs. 3 years later, Furlong was arrested again, this time for domestic abuse against his new girlfriend, resulting in a further 6 months in prison, where he'd pick up a meth addiction, although this story actually has somewhat of a happy ending. In July 2022, Furlong announced that he had gotten his teeth fixed, was taking better care of himself, and had been sober for over 4 years.
I'm much happier now, man. I mean, it feels so good to
holy
at least
shit.
be doing
That's good to hear.
Although this kind of happy ending has been unavailable to Drake
Nah, talk to me about this. What's going
whose life has only gotten worse every single year since he starred in Drake and Josh. In 2014, approximately 7 years after the show came to an end, Drake Bell announced that he was filing for bankruptcy.
It sucks that the older we get, the more like shit that we love is surrounded by fucking weirdos. Like even the direct, like, bro, I was watching.
If you open up your mind, see what's inside, it's gonna take some time to realize.
I was watching, like, we just had it on in the background, so Demir would shut the fuck up. We just needed something in the background, so we was putting on iCarly, and it was like the later seasons of iCarly, and I forgot about these seasons. They had so many celebrities in those later seasons, bro. I'm talking about like Michelle Obama was on it. Jimmy Fallon was on it and shit. I'm like, I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, yo, oh my god, and I'm actually laughing because like this shit is funny. Like this shit is actually funny. And then it's like you see like the Dan Schneider, like you see his name and you see him walk on screen and shit. And you're just like, wow, yikes, you know, yikes. But it's like, damn, the show is so funny. It's just crazy how like these shows that we watch as kids and these characters that we just laugh at, or these people that we laugh at, are like behind the scenes are just fucking weirdos.
Causing a foreclosure on his $2 million mansion. 1 year later, in 2015, he'd be jailed for 4 days as a result of driving under the influence. However, the real drama didn't begin until mid-2020, when his ex-girlfriend would upload a video on TikTok, making some pretty severe accusations.
Imagine the worst type of verbal abuse you could ever imagine, and that was what I got. It then turned into physical, hitting, throwing, everything. At the pinnacle of it, he dragged me down the stairs of our house in Los Feliz. My face hit every step on the way down.
Drake Bell would defend himself by stating, "I never abused my ex-girlfriend or did so many of the other things Melissa falsely claimed on her TikTok video. Unfortunately, we both called each other terrible names, as often happens when couples are breaking up, but that is it." Although this response most certainly didn't put an end to the drama, as there was even bigger trouble just around the corner. An article titled "Drake Bell's Alleged Victim Accuses Him of Grooming" explained that he was embroiled in a legal battle for engaging in a relationship with a 15-year-old girl back in 2017. Things became even worse when footage of the trial.
See, this is when I heard that he beat these allegations.
Was uploaded to YouTube.
How do you plead to count 2, disseminating?
This was on YouTube?
Matter harmful to juveniles.
God damn, get a cough drop.
First-degree misdemeanor.
Guilty.
Let the record reflect defendant has pled guilty. The court accepts that plea.
And while he would plead guilty to child endangerment, Drake Bell would then take to his Instagram to insinuate that he hadn't done anything wrong.
Don't believe the media. If these claims were remotely true, my situation would be very different. I would not be here at home with my wife and my son.
Despite finishing by stating that he was at home with his wife, this relationship would last only 1 more year, as in January 2023, on top of everything that had already happened, Drake Bell announced that he was also getting a divorce. Considering he's acted in only 2
Guilty. Guys, don't believe the media. They're literally slandering me.
production since 2020, it's safe to say that Drake Bell's reputation is pretty much finished, although he's not the only Nickelodeon actor with a spot in this video, as the life of Amanda Bynes has descended into an even worse version of hell. Despite having one of the most famous faces throughout the 2000s, Amanda Bynes would announce her retirement from acting in 2010, stating that being an actress isn't as fun as it may seem. If I don't love something anymore, I stop doing it. I don't love acting anymore, so I've stopped doing it. I know 24 is a young age to retire, but you heard it here first.
Plus, I'm pretty sure she was like fucking balling.
She'd go on to state that the retirement was because I literally couldn't stand my appearance in Easy A and I didn't like my performance. I was absolutely convinced that I needed to stop acting after seeing it. However, this is where things began to go downhill rapidly.
Damn. So basically, like she cringed at her own film.
2012, 2 years after retiring, she was charged with driving under the influence and hit and run on two.
See, I still see Ashley here. I still see her, but in that picture that they showed, what the fuck? Who the fuck was that?
Two separate occasions. 2 years after this, she'd be charged with driving under the influence again, with her court appearance displaying a significant physical decline from just 2 years prior. In the process, Amanda would take to Twitter to call Michelle and Barack Obama ugly before stating that she and her parents were no longer speaking, which accompanied some absolutely wild accusations about her father, including the statement that he had put a microchip in her brain. After she'd also set fire to a driveway, Amanda was put in a mental hospital, after which her parents were given legal ownership over her $5 million estate, as Amanda has been spending large amounts of her savings. It has been reported that she's recently made extensive purchases as gifts from jewelry stores such as Cartier for strangers. Amanda Bynes was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and would attempt to get her life back on track by enrolling in fashion school. However, she was kicked out only 10 months later for showing up high and arguing with her classmates. In 2018, people assumed that she was back to her normal self, as Amanda showed up in magazines looking like this. However, within a year, she'd gotten face tattoos and checked into Alcoholics Anonymous, where she'd meet her new boyfriend who, according to Amanda, had just as many problems as her. In October 2022, she'd make another attempt at fixing her life by enrolling in cosmetic school, yet only 5 months later in March 2023, she was sent to a mental hospital once again, as she was found roaming the streets of Los Angeles without any clothes on. Then there was Orlando Brown.
Oh, I don't even want to hear about this. No. Now this, I don't know what's, I don't know. That's done. It's done for him. Ashley, what? I thought like that. I thought there was gonna be at least a happy ending to this. Fuck, bro. Nah, this one's like this shit. Bro, you could. I feel like he could have been like. I feel like he could have been really big too. Cause he was doing the voice acting. He could rap. He was doing a lot, man.
Whose role as Eddie Thomas on That's So Raven ended with an equally terrible life. After the show came to an end in 2007, Orlando began to focus on music, during which his life was kept fairly private until he'd enter news headlines approximately 9 years later. Between February and March 2016, Brown was arrested on 2 separate occasions on.
So this is why I don't want, like, this is why I don't want my son to like just get into any of this shit, bro. Like any of this.
What's the weather? What's the weather today, y'all?
When Little Bow Wow was on there.
You got a problem with Little Bow Wow?
I ain't got a problem with Little Bow Wow. Little Bow Wow got some bomb ass pussy.
What?
82 degrees, partly cloudy, high of 85, low of 68.
That camera, has that camera been on the whole time? Has it been on the whole time?
This a skit?
Wait, hold on. What happened?
What's the weather? What's the weather today, y'all?
This a skit, right? Lil Bow Wow got some bomb ass pussy. How's that not a skit? No. What the fuck?
Charges of domestic violence, obstruction of justice, drug possession with the intent to sell, and possession of contraband.
What the fuck you mean he's not wrong?
In February 2016, cops claimed he struck his then girlfriend in the parking lot of a police station and was found by officers to be in possession of methamphetamine. Orlando was given a notice to appear in court, yet he'd instead flee to Las Vegas, where he was caught by bounty hunters.
You left California. It's a felony when you flee.
I didn't flee.
What are you doing here then, brother? You got a warrant for your arrest.
After which things only became worse. A video was released of Orlando being kicked out of a friend's house after lasting only a week in rehab, which was followed by his appearance on the Dr. Phil show, during which he'd state that he'd been sober for 4 years, despite clearly being under the influence on the show.
I'm 4 years sober for a reason. I just now got out of rehab. I just now got out of ER. I'm not doing no more time away from my kids other than I need to.
As a result of this episode, Orlando would return to rehab and get clean before discussing his experience on the No Jumper podcast.
I had a 2-year binge of something that I should have never, ever indulged in.
Meth?
Yes. Those situations, man, they will never.
Damn, Adam. I mean, like, fuck, I wanted to know too, but god damn. Meth. Like, we don't gotta tiptoe around it.
Happen again based off of the fact that where I'm trying to go.
And while he'd end his statement by stating that those situations will never happen again, Orlando was back in the news approximately 7 months later in December 2022 after threatening a family member with a hammer. He's currently undertaking a psychiatric assessment to see if he's eligible for pleading insanity. Yet the most tragic story of child fame without a doubt comes from Judy Garland, who played Dorothy Gale in The Wizard of Oz at the age of 16. Whilst filming the movie, she was prescribed amphetamines to keep up with the production's grueling schedule.
What?
As well as barbiturates to help her sleep when the day was finally over. The studio also required Judy to stay incredibly thin, feeding her nothing but soup and lettuce leaves whilst on set, which she'd explained led to a poor self-image. By the time The Wizard of Oz was finished, she was being prescribed amphetamines from 4 different doctors to keep her weight down and her mood up, although this lifestyle began to catch up to her.
Drugs, getting up late, coming in late to work, and it turned into a nightmare for everybody concerned.
She'd be fired from 3 different movies for intoxication and was constantly in the news for being completely broke. Her kids stated that the family couldn't even afford food at times, which accompanied angry slurred messages about being paid for work.
I want my money. I want it right now.
These weren't delusions. She was broke when she recorded this, and not movie star down to my last Rolls Royce broke, homeless broke. No money to buy food broke.
By the time Judy Garland was in her 40s, she looked about 15 years older, had been divorced 5 different times, and was performing in a New York bar for $100 per night. While Judy Garland maintained that she had never done anything wrong in her entire life,
The only mistake I ever did, the only harm I ever did was sing Over the Rainbow.
she would die of an overdose at the age of 47 on the exact same drug that she was prescribed during The Wizard of Oz, with her estate being worth a measly $40,000.
Holy shit. Bro, what a just horrible situation. God damn. Yo, also in the Wizard of Oz, wasn't there like, I mean, this was probably like one of those little videos that you see as a kid where they try to scare you, but they was talking about like there was like dead people on the set of the film and stuff, but I think that's bullshit.
If you look at behind the scenes, intoxicating child actors for longer work hours, faking snow by raining asbestos on the actors, and someone hanging from a rope, which is in the movie.
When Godzilla's coming, y'all.
That's the one I heard. That's literally, I saw a YouTube video about it, but I think they was just trying to scare people. It wasn't
that all these famous celebrities and stuff get all this money and just immediately wreck their life up and immediately think drugs.
Yeah.
Fame can really go to your head. Fr. Dale Anti West is also a victim.
Fame and just money in general. It's like you always hear the stories and you see the compilations of people who have won the lottery and then immediately their life is terrible.
And abused her on set, and it was stated the Munchkins were sexually touching her, and mind, she was like 16, and yay, there was a Munchkin hanging in the background.
What? The Munchkins? Good thing Dante ain't that famous. What the fuck? Yo, thank you for the sub, man.